Okay. Are we up yet? Are we up yet? I'm trying to figure it out if we're up yet. If we're not, I'm gonna have
Emotional damage.
to feel it. Okay, all right. So you guys, look. I want to show you what I did today. I was, you wouldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to see what happened, you go to my last video. I killed it really quick on that. So this is Bud Fox right here. And you're going to see what Bud Fox does. It's a not only is it an analyzing system, but it's basically allows you to really be able to trade not real stocks. It's going to allow you to trade. It's your trading data is based on real stocks. It's pulling data from real, stocks and whatnot, right? And so you'll notice that you can see that the total value changes, but it's the money that you're using, is not real. Like this $1 million in here is not my actual cash balance account, right? And so what it's doing is it's letting me use AI to, help me along, and it lets person practice things that they can't normally practice unless they spend money, like covered calls. You're not going to be able to do a covered call unless you can buy 100 shares of a stock, and then you put that stock up to, for sale, and someone covers it and you get a premium for it and all that stuff, unless you can afford 100 options on it for a year out. You know what I mean? So you're not going to be able to practice those things, or short selling, and then the market goes one way and you've lost all your money. So this is gonna show you how much money you really would have made if you had traded those stocks or cryptocurrencies, because it's pulling the data directly from CoinDesk and Yahoo Finance, right? Even though I hate Yahoo, but it's okay because they do Yahoo Finance. And I have one Yahoo Mail, but anyways, and I'm not trying to, hate on Yahoo. I hope that they, don't get too upset. But every time I go on Yahoo, I'm just really like, and especially if any of you guys, if any of you have ever dealt with like trying to search on Google and then all of a sudden like the Yahoo thing comes up and you literally just search
Goodbye.
Google, you're just like, I can't do that. Like, why are you doing this to me? You know what I mean? How do I change this? It's like, when the stuff comes like the security comes up and tries to help you. But anyways, if you want to see how I built this, check out my last video. I had a pretty good amount of it done. The things that we updated were things like this, where you can now you get an overview of all those things, and it allows you to talk to the chat at the same time, right? Which of these did I buy? Right. So as you can see, that this thing needs to be updated as far as the AI is concerned. But what we'll do that in the next video. We'll update this AI so that it actually talks to me about the data that's involved. Right. So, but yeah, you know what I mean. This is a interesting thing. I have made it to where there's like a 401k in here. Essentially, what a person's going to be able to do is look at this is how much I have my savings and my revolving accounts, and this is how much my bills are, and if I applied for this loan and then put this money into this thing, and then if I put this into that, you know what I'm saying, would I be able to do this, and what's my credit score? If my credit score is good enough, should I be able to get this? You know what I'm saying? What if I want to trade these options? You know what I mean? Can I trade these options and pull that? Right. So it's gonna let you do all that, and I think I might open it up eventually to just like let people pay like $1.99 I was talking about earlier, and then like let them have their own live trading assistant with AI that lets them trade, all the cryptos they want, all the, you know what I'm saying, stocks they want and all that stuff. You're not going to be earning real money. You're just going to know how much money you would have made. So with that, I would suggest, using an actual amount of money that you could actually afford. If you only got $50, do that, and then ask the AI assistant, like, hey, what would be something that'd be positive for me to trade with $50 if I'm trying to make a lot of money, if I'm trying to make, small gains, or just learn how to do it, and say, okay, you might look at crypto, you might look at penny stocks, you might look at this, you might look at that, blah, blah, you know what I'm saying, in order to, be able to utilize that money the best way. It might say, put this in an IRA and grow it, or, some of you might find out that you're trading legends, you know what I mean? Who knows? We're going to be working with a lot of high-level algorithms, though. I'll be teaching you a lot of tricks on here. We're trading. Saying if you want to trade for real, you can always head over to my pump fund. It's in the thing. You can see it in the chat. But my pump fund is free to go on. But the chat, you gotta pay like $10, something like that. But you'll be earning money. You know what I'm saying? As long as people are going on here and think it's cool, you'll be earning money. But yeah, if you want to learn how to come on here and find out how to be successful and all this stuff, financially successful anyway, and so a bunch of people can come after you and want your money and pretend to be your friend and do all kinds of crazy stuff to you and come out the woodworks and try to fight your mom and try to get you to break up with your wife and act like your kids are their kids and have you buy mansions and all that stuff and hang out all night, you know what I'm saying, and tell you that you're cool. Yeah, then yeah, you go ahead and do this. I mean, that is, I guess, can be pretty cool at first. I mean, but at some point you got to get real. Anyways, I've done these things, so now I'm just doing it, and I'm a lot of fun doing it. And I just really started streaming. Before, you should see my streams. Before, I was just sitting, I wasn't even saying anything, and then now, I realized, I was like, hey, I can make this fun. I was watching this streamer today. What's that guy's site? It's on Instagram. Dude was tripping me out. After I watched him, for some reason, a lot of my ideas just became clear. Spark High. Yeah, Spark High. Like, I'm going to show you guys Spark High real quick. This guy cracks me up. But Spark High, Spark High. You see this dude? This dude. I was watching this guy. He's so funny, dude. Spark High cracks me up, dude. Like, for real. Anyways, so just so you know, this isn't someone else's system or something. This is my system. I made this. This is on my computer. It's all mine. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and and so if anybody wants to be like, oh yeah, well, you can do this. You guys, it's easier than this, and it's I'll be like, and they might be like, hey man, so how did you do that? And I'll be like,
Colonel motherfucking Steak Meal. All right, good boy. I want this money.
you know what I'm saying? All right, well, I'm gonna take a little bit of a breaky break. Um, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. We built this on here. And actually, I'll real quick before I take a break. Let me do one thing to it. Add live trading test account to the top banner so that people will know, to the top banner in text. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick, so that way you can kind of just see how this is. You know what I mean? So it's rebuilding the front end container. Of course, I'm gonna have to wait for all this and sit here, Okay. So once again, we're gonna Control Shift R to recycle it. Boom! Live trading test account now there. Right? So is that simple? That's AI right there. Okay? That's AI. So, I mean, I'm gonna do so much funny stuff. It's gonna be so funny. And I'm building real stuff that can work in real life with real things. I mean, I have businesses now that I'm running in multiple states. You know what I mean? And we're going to be doing all kinds of things now. We're going to build. I've actually come up with something super cool. I can't even tell you right now. But we're going to be taking it to another level. So, get on the frequency or whatever jargon from whatever time frame that you choose to pick. That is basically an algorithm that states that you as a variable are going to take another variable that comes from me, and you're going to intertwine them so that they travel together for a certain amount of time. And use that jargon to help motivate your mind to make you, jump on my lives and hit me up about more lives and message me and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm down. I mean, you can just come on the live right now, and I'll just start working on a project with you right now. We'll just start building it right now. You can have it. You know what I'm saying? If you, whatever you want to do, you want to build AI, you want to build video games, you want to build mobile apps, you want to build just a site to sell, donkeys, you know what I'm saying? I got you, you know what I'm saying? So it'll just be fun and we'll be having a good time, you know what I mean? Now I gotta find a good, outro song, you know what I mean? Legislative impact. So that was a pretty smart one that I added there. Strategy analysis. I'm gonna run a strategy analysis. I don't think the scraper is up. Probably needs connection to the actual internet in that way, but it should have that connection already. But I can always do that. Change it up. These are, yeah, we'll change that up. We'll get it done. You know what I mean? So. All right, stream. I don't have a good tagline yet, so I'll just say check you out later.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
But if you wait around a while, let you go to be, I promise you I will.